It's end of another year and it's time to make our list of top 10 films of the year. So let's do that. Hello guys, I'm Nona and this is my list of top 10 Hindi films of the year 2022. Now I'll be making these lists for other industries too. You can find them here or at the end of the video. Now of course I say it every year. I have not seen every single film that came out. It's not possible. Definitely some of the indie films because they are not available readily. Then I'm still waiting for some films to show up on OTT. And there are some I never got time to watch as there was not much hype around them. And I'm assuming none of those films would have made my top 10. But if there's a film I get to watch and I really like it, I'll update that in the comments below. So what's my criteria to choosing them? Definitely they need to be really good films. That's the first thing. Technically, writing wise, direction, performances, all of that. And then it's about if those films made me feel something, because that just elevates a film. So you should know this is my personal list. It can be very different than yours. And that's why do let me know yours in the comments below. So let's begin with the special mentions first. They were some of the interesting films, but not up there. So it's Chund, Anek, Lal Singh Chadda, Bhediya, Chup, Thar, Jug Jug Jio, Brahmastra Part 1 and Raksha Bandhan. All the films I'm talking about, I have reviewed them, so you can check it out here. So finally, let's begin with number 10, and that is Gehraiyan. Now I know a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people feel, it's not relatable at all. It's about rich people and all. I don't believe in that idea. That means you should only watch films that you can relate to. Then don't watch Avatar, don't watch any superhero films, nothing. Stop doing that. That makes no sense, right? So this was a very well-made film. It talked about infidelity and how it happens, and it was very layered. The performances were really good. Even Ananya Pandey, I guess she was playing herself, so it was easy. No hate to her. The thing I liked the most was, how it talked about the class difference and how that affects relationships. Number 9 is Jayesh Bhai Jordar. Again, a film that a lot of people didn't like, but I definitely enjoyed. You can check out my review. The performances were good. The humor was outstanding for me. I loved the way how they used the tools of oppression of women and blended them in a narrative and created comedy out of it. I can totally understand if it's not a film for everyone. There are few places it could have been better, but still I definitely enjoyed it. And Ranveer was really good. So number 8 is Loop Lapeta. Came out quite early in the year. I'm sure most people have forgotten about it. It's a remake of Run Lola Run, and I feel the way they adapted the film in India was outstanding. The original is known for its style, the way it is shot, the way it's edited, and they even brought that into the Indian screenplay and they did it really well. If you missed it, I think you should definitely check it out. You'll have a good time. Number 7 is An Action Hero starring Ayushmann Khurrana and Jayadeva Lawal. It was released in theaters in December and maybe it's out now. It didn't work well at the box office, but the film is really good, and whenever it comes out on Netflix, you should definitely check it out. It talks about the film industry, it talks about the relationship between a fan and a star, what are the responsibilities of a star. It talks about the media circus. It's fun, it's meta, it's ridiculous at moments, but you'll definitely enjoy it. Number 6 is Drishyam 2, again a remake. I've already seen it 3 times now in theaters. It's still running, it's doing super business, and even after a month of release, it's still drawing people. They're houseful shows. That says it a lot. Now of course the story comes from the Malayalam film, so the credit goes to them, Ritu Joseph, but the way they remade it in Hindi, the way they changed it, made it more kind of a thriller. And I am someone who saw the Hindi one first, so I really connect to these characters and the actors who playing them, so it was an instant connect, and I definitely had a good time watching it in theaters 3 times. I've talked more in detail about my review as well as the comparison with the original. You can check them out here. Okay, we'll just stop there for a second because I yet again forgot about a really good Hindi film that came out called Monica, Oh My Darling, and I forgot to include it in the top 10. I think it would have definitely made it, but now going back, I don't know how that works, but just talking about it, really good film. Something that didn't connect to me that well, but it's a very well made film, amazing performances. It's really fun, really entertaining, and again, very well made film. But personally, it didn't connect to me at that level. A lot of people, loved its music, but I was fine with it. But still, that doesn't take away that, it would have made the top 10 list, but I forgot. My bad. Hopefully, I didn't forget any other film. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully, I didn't. Let's continue. Number 5 is the Netflix film Darlings starring Alia Bhatt, Shefali Shah, Vijay Varma and Roshan Matthews. A dark comedy talking about domestic violence. The way they treated the subject was really good. They really balanced the humor and the sensitivity, and I really liked the message at the end. It's a really good film with great performances, especially Vijay Varma. And the best part is, they don't let go the nuances. We stay in the grey area. We understand the issue really well. They don't just make it black and white. So if you missed it, definitely check it out on Netflix. Number 4 is Jalsa that came out on Amazon Prime starring Vidya Balan and Shefali Shah. I feel a film missed by everyone. Even I made a review, but I could never put it out. Love the way the film talks about the class difference, the way media works, superb performances by both the leads, and superb filmmaking, especially the sound design. So number 3 will be Badhai Do. Came out quite early in the year, I think in March. It is a rom-com talking about the LGBTQ community, but the best part for me was it was a human story first. The film never tried to just pitch themselves, oh, we are talking about this community, that's it. No, people who belong to this community are humans too. And I feel that a lot of movies that try to delve into that matter just forget that. You know, that being gay is part of a personality. It's not everything they are. And that's what this film does really well. And the other part is, you know, how relatable it is. It's about people who are around us. It doesn't stereotype anyone at all. It is so funny and yet so emotional. I literally cried at the end, with amazing performances for everyone, and especially Rajkumar Rao. The moment I saw the film, I was sure it's one of my favorite of the year. If you didn't catch it, you can watch it on Netflix. Now the time for number 2, and it is the Netflix film Kala. Netflix is quite dominating the list actually. Outstanding film, amazing performances, like everything. Like it's just next level filmmaking. The nuances, the layers, the characterizations, the set design, like technically it was so good. It gives you that feeling that you have seen something great. And of course, the outstanding music. Again, if you haven't seen, definitely check it out. And now it's time for number 1, and it is, I think you can guess by now, Gangubai Kathiawadi by Sajila Bansali, starring the outstanding Alia Bhatt. Again, if you haven't seen, it's on Netflix. What a great movie. It has that epicness of a Bansali film. And you know, it is like a mass film led by a woman, but with her femininity. It's not like you're making a female character act like a male character. No. And this is how you make mass female commercial films. This is the way to go. The dialogues were outstanding. The cinematography was gorgeous. But it was the performance by Alia Bhatt. She's there from the start to the end, and she delivers at every moment. Now, I did see a lot of people complaining about the running time of the film, but honestly, that's part of a Bansali film. And I definitely never felt bored throughout. Now, that was my Bollywood list, but you can check out my other industries list here. What are your top 10? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with me or you disagree? I would love to know. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button, share this video with others, and do subscribe to the channel for more in future. And I'll see you next time.